Hi there, my name is Spencer Rudnick. I'm a senior studying computer science, and I'm from Winnetka, Illinois. This summer, I had the privilege to be the Platner Fellow in Web Services Engineering with Symposia in Baltimore, Maryland. Symposia is an events management and online publishing startup. They're an activist startup focused on reducing the stigma surrounding psychedelics and plant medicines for research in alleviating mental illness. This is my site supervisor, Mike Margulies, and Brian Viveros. He is the founder. I first met these guys at the International Drug Policy Reform Conference about 1 year ago. There was an event on the National Mall called Catharsis, and Symposia was hosting a storytelling event, and at the end of their event, they called out to the audience saying they were looking for a web developer to help them bring their content online. I reached out and we started working together a couple weeks later. Fast forward a few months and I'd been working with the Barry Career Institute and decided that Cornell Fellows would be a great way to try and get out to Baltimore and continue working on this project. So that's what I did. The scope of the project, I won't bore you with too much of this, but it's a lot of this. I had to build a custom theme based on WordPress, which is a free online publishing platform. Anybody can take this software and modify it however they want and build whatever they want to publish content on the web. I also had to build a custom plugin that made it easy for these guys who really don't know anything about web development to make custom web pages that update automatically. Here's me working in the office/apartment that is Symposia. There's our whiteboard in the background where all the important work got done. And these are some of the tools that I use. These are industry standard tools for web development. Basically, they all help me keep all the threads in order, so all these code files and databases and everything don't get all mixed up. At the end of the fellowship, I had completed the theme to about 90%. There were a few design tweaks that still needed to be completed, but I was satisfied with how I left the site. The plugin that I developed works great. It's a simple user interface for the people who are building the website to go in and say, I want to show this many articles of this category, and it automatically does that for them. Some of the learning outcomes, this was my first time doing full stack web development, which means I was working on the server, I was working on the front end code, and I was working on the back end code and everything in between. I also was doing detailed product design, solving complex usability and design problems as part of a team. I also got communication skills working in person and remotely with some of Symposia's partners around the country. And I helped Symposia develop their recruitment and outreach techniques, increasing their volunteer applicants by over 5 times. And here's some pictures. There's a great art scene in Baltimore, and the Symposia crew is really tied into that. So it was a really great opportunity to meet some people and go to events all around the city. So like I said, this was my first chance to really be applying these theoretical concepts I'm learning to the real world. I got to work as a part of a team, doing creative work. I also realized web development isn't really for me. I love software development, algorithms, solving problems. That's really fun. Web development is a very emotions-heavy type of work. You're dealing with a lot of people who have a lot of attachment over what something's going to look like, and it's public on the web. So it's difficult to get everybody to agree to something. And this experience also gave me the confidence to pursue employment in the field of software engineering. Without this experience, I would be sorely behind in my ability to talk to recruiters and that sort of thing. I also made connections around Baltimore and had a few other web design opportunities in my free time. Hemp Kettle Tea Company is just a tea website. I helped them finish out their site, making sure their payment system was secure and the site was usable on mobile and on desktop. And Summer Blake is an artist who has contributed her work to Symposia, and they use her work as part of their branding. And so I offered to help her out with her portfolio website. And so I helped simplify the design and make it easier for her to go ahead and customize it herself if she wants to. I also volunteered with an organization called Dance Safe, and they go to music events and provide harm reduction, education, information, earplugs, water, that sort of thing. So I would just like to acknowledge everyone who has made this possible, the Cornell Fellows Program, my site supervisor, Mike Margulies, my faculty sponsor and advisor, Ross Sowell, and the Barry Career Institute for making this possible. Thank you.